How are you seeing the tournament? And can you just sort of give me a brief analysis, the way you're seeing the tournament shape up? Some teams will have an advantage, some will not. Some which has major Indian players might go in a little rusty. How are you looking at it? Hello and welcome to this very special edition of Free Hit. And today you've got somebody who is an absolute pro. So all I will do is just pose the questions. He will actually, sort of do all the free hits. One of India's best known voices at the moment. In fact, it has become a cult. You want to listen to something called Akash Vani, switch on to this man. He has become this cult as far as cricket commentary is concerned, whether it's Hindi, whether it's English. The millions of followers that he has on social media speaks volumes for his popularity, but far more important, two things. One of the top analysts of the game, somebody who, whose analysis I follow. And number two, a very, very dear friend who I have the greatest of respect for. Welcome, Akash Chopra. Well, welcome once again to this show, and thanks for doing it for me.
Thank you so much, Boria. This was actually a free hit and you've hit it out of the park. So this much, I expected nothing less than like a lot of kindness from you, and that's what I've got. Exact, too kind, my brother.
No. Seriously. I mean, you have become so good. Both of us have been talking from March onwards. IPL hoga, will it happen? Finally, it's happening. You will be there. You are one of the voices for the host broadcaster, Star Sports. First thoughts as a cricketer, as a former cricketer, now as a commentator. First thoughts, IPL is happening.
I'm very excited. We were all waiting with bated breath that there will be a day that we will have the IPL in 2020, because at one stage it looked very unlikely. But then a few months down the line, both of us discussed it also that World Cup is looking unlikely with every passing day. That kind of arrangement, flying in 16 countries in Australia, is not going to be possible. And if that's the case, then IPL will take place and will utilize that window. And that's exactly how it is happening now. So while there is a lot of excitement, while there is a lot of anticipation, I'll be also very honest, Boria, to admit that there is some amount of caution as well. Because all of us are slightly cautious that there should never be a positive case. But then you also know that there is so much of movement happening. Biosecure bubbles are great. But then there is a Jofra Archer or a Phil Simmons as well every now and then. So what do you do then? So you don't want any of the top athletes, any athlete, not top, any athlete to turn out positive in the middle of the tournament, and then because that will derail the entire process. There is some amount of caution, but a lot of excitement and anticipation.
A personal one before I get on to the tournament. I mean, you, for example, if you travel to the UAE, you have a young family, Akash. You have young children at home, 75 to 80 days with the quarantine going, with the quarantine coming. In that one hotel room, you will be stuck. You can't mix outside. What is this going to do to your mental health?
That is a tough one. Honestly, I may not have the final choice, so to speak, because this is the tournament. You want to be a part of that tournament, and therefore it is going to take a toll. As a sports person, you understand extraordinary times. You're stuck somewhere, and this is how it's going to be.
You've been watching the CPL. I've seen some of your videos also on the CPL. Several players are already playing there. Some will have some cricket behind them, some will not. The Indians will not. The English and Australians will. They're playing international. Some are playing the CPL. How are you seeing the tournament? And can you just sort of give me a brief analysis, the way you're seeing the tournament shape up? Some teams will have an advantage, some will not. Some which has major Indian players might go in a little rusty. How are you looking?
While a lot of chatter is about people playing in the CPL, the international experience, more than the experience, actually just match readiness, match preparedness, because they would have played a few games getting into the IPL. For the first week, yes. For first game, second game, maybe yes. But then you and I both know Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Bumrah, and the rest. And we all know that they are, even if they're rusty, their rustiness will also be good enough for rather than it'll be better than a lot of players at their peak. I don't see it as a huge concern. I don't see one team just running away because they've got people who are coming in from the CPL and from England and Australia or these two teams. And therefore, they will actually have an upper hand. It's a long tournament, 14 games. Everything is going to even out. I do have my favorites. I think there are certain teams that will eventually pip a lot of teams to the post. The team that I'm picking has no Australians, no one CPL player, has no English player. So I'm actually going with the Chennai Super Kings. I think they will do really well. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni, what are we talking about actual rustiness? The guy hasn't played for a year and 2 months. he will not be rusty. Forget about the rest.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Suresh Raina. All of us have celebrated the duo. Perhaps the last time, who knows? Maybe one more time next year. What will this mean for them, Akash? As a former player, you've just sort of bid goodbye to international cricket, which was your life. Now, this is perhaps the last time. Nobody knows their minds. But what will this tournament mean for them? I mean, if you are to step into their shoes, and for the Chennai Super Kings, and for their fans.
I think it will just liberate them. Because that's what happens. So when you're out of the side and you're trying to make it into the side, the overwhelming thought, irrespective of where you're playing, who you're playing for, what the team is doing, what stage of the tournament, there is that thought. It's not even there at the back of your mind. It's actually capturing, occupying a lot of your mental space. That is with regards to coming back into the Indian team, because that is the be all and end all of being an Indian cricketer. Now that burden is off their shoulders, and then they could actually be that juggernaut that is unstoppable. They will enjoy their game. They will take a few more risks because they understand now that, at times when you're trying to make it into the Indian team, or you're playing for the Indian team at that point in time, you're not that risky. You don't take risks. You play percentage cricket, and you value your wicket a lot more than you would otherwise. Now just imagine everything else has evaporated. There's nothing, just cricket and them. And you know the result that I think this liberation is going to cost a lot of opponents. And that's one more reason actually. Rustiness, yes. Old people, yes. But then they do have that bowling attack. That is ideally suited for UAE, as if they had picked the team knowing that the tournament is going to be in the UAE. And then these two guys, I think CSK is going to be that juggernaut.
In fact, that was the next question. That move to the UAE has been almost tailor-made for Mahendra Singh Dhoni, because it is Chennai going to the UAE. I mean, it is that pitch is taken there. I mean, that is why he's Destiny's child. I mean, you pick a team for the Kolkata conditions and Eden Gardens, and all of a sudden you are playing in the UAE with that heat and aiding spin. So will that have a defining role, Akash, in the tournament?
I think yes. Now, when we go into those dynamics, of course, some teams are better placed than the rest. When we talk about the defending champions, and there's no better team to discuss than Mumbai Indians, because 9 out of 10 times they've got all their bases covered. But do they have the same kind of spin department this time around? The answer to that question is a no, because if they knew that they will be traveling to UAE, they wouldn't have let go of Mayank Markande. They have a young Rahul Chahar who's impressive. They've got an Anukul Roy who's impressive. There's one more kid that they've picked from Punjab, another leggy, but I think he's about 17 or 18. You got a Krunal Pandya and you got a Jayant Yadav. Now, this is not the spin bowling attack that you would want to go in with, knowing fully well that Sharjah, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi are going to assist spin. And more so as the tournament progresses, because these three pitches are going to get tired. Some teams are very nicely placed. Not just in hindsight, look at that Ashwin move. If Ashwin was there at the Kings 11 Punjab, the Kings 11 Punjab team would have looked a lot different. But now look at the Delhi Capitals. They've got him, they've got Sandeep Lamichhane, they've got Amit Mishra, they've got Akshar Patel. All four can actually play in the playing 11 in all games. Now, this is quality. You're talking quality. And so some teams, just by the stroke of luck, have found themselves slightly better placed than the rest.
VVS Lakshman was on record, Akash, talking about the intensity, saying, yes, so what if there are no crowds? And Rohit Sharma was sort of part of one of my shows saying, but we will still be playing for the fans. What is your take on that? I mean, the intensity and the commitment and the standard of cricket, because ultimately the consumption on television, people hearing Akash Vani and Akash Chopra, will perhaps be at its highest ever. So in that sense, the intensity will not be a problem, right? And more so because these are professional players.
Without doubt. I've got actually not even an iota of doubt in my mind, Boria. And since you had mentioned CPL earlier, so CPL commentary, I'm looking from complete an outsider's perspective. I'm sitting in my house and commentating. I'm not even there at the ground. There is no crowd at the ground, and there is hardly any ambience noise that's coming through the fiber or the internet and the satellite. So ideally, this should have been a complete damn square, that you are not enjoying covering the sport. But I have not felt a difference. I'm not even a player. I'm just a commentator. I'm looking at the action and I'm trying to react to the action and present it in the best possible manner that I'm capable of. If I did not feel a thing, I'm 100% certain that the players are not going to feel too much either. Yes, it will be a shock to begin with. I remember actually, I think it was Glenn Phillip who was asked, and he said, not having the crowd is a distraction. It should have been the other way around. But it goes away. So first game, second game, you're not used to not having people in the stadium, but it will not be beyond that. And everybody, I think, understanding the importance of sport, because I was talking to KL Rahul recently, and this is what he mentioned, that when you're not playing, no, then you realize the importance of cricket. That every game that matters so much. Just batting now, scoring runs, man, you do not want to go out of that space that you have. That's your escape. That's your isolation, and that is where you want to be forever. So you don't play for. Of course, you play for the fans. Of course, you want to be that guy, that artist who everybody's admiring. But you also know that there are still admirers, and eventually you want to be the best that you can be. And it will be a good tournament. Trust me, it will be a fantastic tournament.
I was watching this video clip, Akash, on Twitter, the Royal Challengers of Bangalore team meeting, which was a virtual. It was tremendous. Virat Kohli saying, "I've never done this for the rest of my." I'm sure the commentators will do the same. Your thoughts on that?
I was talking to someone, and the guy was actually bang opposite his room, and I said, "Can you say something to him from me?" He said, "I'll have to call the room. Like, I'll have to use the house phone. I can't meet him. I can't see him. So we don't see each other anymore, even though we are not just on the same floor, but next door to each other." So this is obviously slightly strange, Boria, but all
But
of us
after
also
6 days,
realize.
they can. After six
See,
days,
after
they
six
can.
days, they will. And to be fair, all these things, see, there are certain things, there's quite a few things still. You're not used to staying to just like be confined to your own room or just
Yeah.
to that hotel. These are extraordinary times. But the fact also is that we've lost like 500,000 people in the world. So when you
Yes.
know that so many lives have been lost, then you also realize it's okay. We are still very blessed. God's been very, very kind. We're
Very
still
true.
doing what we love doing. We love doing, and we can still go out and play, man. It's okay. I will not walk out of this room because I have bigger responsibilities, and there is a lot of gratitude that I'm still there because people are still fighting. A lot of us have not been as privileged or as blessed to be there where we are. So once that settles in, no, you say it's okay. This
Beautiful.
too shall pass.
We are both stakeholders of this sport in a certain sense. I mean, we live this sport. It's given our livelihoods. It's made us who we are. And we've realized the importance of sport when there was no live sport. And finally, it's back. When you pick up the commentator's microphone for the first game of the IPL, take me there.
That will be very special, actually. There'll be certain amount of nervousness also, I'll tell you. Whenever a new tournament starts, the tournament like an IPL or the World Cup, the first time when you pick up the mic, at least it happens with me. I've got butterflies in my stomach. I'm still thinking, I'm still in my head, I'm going through the scenarios that, this is Mumbai Indians versus the Chennai Super Kings. These are the things, these are the players I'm going to see and say these things. Now there is an added burden, to be honest, that there's a lot of people who are listening to you. It's exactly the same as it is for the players. That there's so many more people now are trying to enjoy something through you. So you are that narrator, happen to be that lucky one who's there in that comm box holding that mic. Now you have a great duty to perform. Previously, it was only enjoyment. I was doing this because I love doing this, and I was, of course, blessed, and God's been kind. But now you have assumed another responsibility, that if you need to make this into a spectacle. This is the theater. You have to ensure that people sitting at home who have been deprived of live sport for so long, happiness, any amount of happiness or entertainment, they get what they deserve, and they deserve a lot. The entire world has gone through so much turmoil, and they still are going. This is one escape, and you cannot deny them that opportunity.
That was the final one, Akash. You think it will make a difference to the country?
I think it will make a huge difference because it's the kind of distraction that you want. See, there are things that are beyond your control. So they say now control the controllables and forget about the uncontrollables. What is happening in the world besides fulfilling your own duty, wearing masks, social distancing, and all of that? There's nothing that you can do beyond that little bit and maybe help people around you. But what next? Now this is an escape. This is a distraction of the right kind, where you'll actually be happy, and you'll be looking forward to something every single night for 2 months. And by the time the IPL finishes,
The vaccine is
hopefully
around the corner.
we'll have a great, like, something greater to cheer about. That vaccine is around the corner.
The countdown has started. You got to pack your N95 masks, pack your sanitizers, maintain your social distancing, get your hair cut by your wife one final time before you embark on that flight. But more importantly, give all of your fans who listen to Akashvani and you on Star Sports a lot to cheer about. All the very best. Have a great tournament, and all of us, to everyone, cricket's back. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Boria. It was a pleasure.